All right, now we're ready to create our first module, that is shared module. So first I'm going to show you how to move a couple of folders to this new module. And then because the steps are very repetitive, I'm going to pause the video and I want you to do the rest on your own. I've attached a PDF to this lecture where you can find a list of all the files and folders you need to move into our new module. So first I want to move this models folder here. Now here I want you to follow these steps exactly like what you see in this video. Otherwise you may get into some kind of issues. So please make sure to follow exactly like what I show you here. First I'm going to move this models folder. So right click. Now we have this new item, move TypeScript. So here I'm going to move this to a new location, that is app/shared/models. Now every time we want to move a file or folder, this plugin asks for confirmation. I'm not sure if this is something that we can configure so it doesn't pop up every time. For now, it doesn't matter. Let's move on. So click yes, I understand. Now in this window, you can see the list of files that are modified as a result of moving this folder to a new location. So all the import statements are now updated. Now, here's the key thing I want you to pay great attention to. We're going to do this step by step like everything else in programming. So instead of moving all these files and folders in one big step, move one file or one folder at a time, and then go back to the browser, make sure the application works. So here I moved the models folder. Now back in the browser, everything is working. You don't have to test every feature. Just make sure the application runs and you don't get any errors in the console. So here in the shared folder, now we have models. Next, I'm going to move our services. Now, because we have a bunch of services, I'm going to move only one of them, and then I'm going to pause the recording. So let's move AuthGuard service. Once again, move TypeScript, and the location on the top should be app/shared/services/AuthGuard service. Confirm. Now back in the browser, everything works, beautiful. So I'm going to pause the recording and I want you to move the other services into the shared module. All right, now here we have a real example of when things go wrong. So I moved the auth service and when I came back to the browser, I got this error. No such file or directory. And this error is coming from myorders.component.ts. So in this case, our plugin didn't do its job properly. I don't know why, because last time I used this plugin before recording this video, everything worked perfectly. But during the recording, something failed. Hopefully, you are not going to experience this issue, but in case you encounter errors like this, you need to manually update the import statements. So here I'm going to go to my orders component. On the top, you can see the path to auth service is not updated. So we can use our alias, that is shared/services/ and then auth service. Now back in the browser. This time I get a different compilation error, and this is coming from login component. So that's why I say do this step by step. Otherwise you're going to get lots and lots of errors. All right, so at this point, inside the shared folder, you should have components, models, and services. Under components, you should have product card and product quantity because we use this component in the footer of product card. So it's a component that we need in multiple places. Inside the models folder, you should have these 5 models. So app user, order, product, shopping cart item, and shopping cart. Again, we use this everywhere in the application, so they belong to the shared module. And finally, we have services. So all the services we have in the application, except admin AuthGuard, should be here. We're going to move admin AuthGuard later when we create the admin module. So here note that inside the services folder, I've got AuthGuard, auth service, category service, order service, product service, shopping cart service, and user service. And you can see our application is running. We don't have Any errors in the console? Beautiful. Now at this point, we have not created a module yet. All we did was simply changing the structure of our project into a better and more hierarchical structure. So from Angular's point of view, we still have one module, and that is app module. So we still have these import statements on the top. We have all these declarations and routes. Now we want to create the shared module and move some of these classes into our shared module.